Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Metamorphosis Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines bright like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between, which you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. I do hope y'all are doing well and feeling well on tonight, as I said, guys. Let's see what messages Spirit have for you all. Okay, so we have get out of the United States before it's too late. CIA, illegal government experimentation, murder business, blood sacrificing family, lovers, and friends for money, blow down and dirty shame, satanic powers that be, pure evil, and bad vibes all around, guys, okay? Some of y'all could be contemplating getting out of the United States, okay? If this is a thought that has never really crossed your minds like that, Spirit could be telling somebody, warning somebody that they need to get out of the United States before it's too late, guys, okay? There are obviously, like, there's a lot of things that is going to go down in the United States. And, how can I put it? Just like overall, okay, over a period of time, there's a lot of things that is due to happen in the United States. However, this could be more personal to you or your situation, Spirit is saying, okay, especially if you are dealing with anything like being targeted, being gang stalked, harassed, being illegally invaded, violated, surveillance, dealing with any type of illegal government experimentation on you at all in any type of way. Spirit is saying, you need to get out of the United States before it's too late, okay? I feel like this is a warning, like something could be happening or going down, or individuals are like plotting against you in some type of way, or just the overall energy of something massive happening in the United States at some point in time, guys, okay? But Spirit is saying, get out of the United States before it's too late, guys, okay? Yeah, somebody could want to, I feel like somebody wants to keep you stuck or trapped or restricted though, okay? Somebody could want to have you in doom and gloom, have you in crisis mode, have you have you hold you captive or hostage or imprison you or something like that or what have you as well, guys, okay? So, yeah. And definitely whoever's resonating with this, you're in the United States, guys, okay? So the CIA, other branches of government, I'm also seeing death here, okay? I seen the Eight of Swords and I seen death, okay? So it seems like that the satanic powers that be are trying to find a way to, like, keep you stuck, keep you trapped, have you in doom and gloom or in crisis mode, find some type of way to hold you captive or hostage or to restrict you or to imprison you within the United States so that they can kill you, Spirit is saying, okay? They're trying to blood sacrifice you, Spirit is saying. Okay, this is the reason why Spirit is warning somebody that they need to get out of the United States before it's too late. Okay, I wasn't even ready to pull these cards yet, okay, but that energy like popped up right away. There's something about the Eight of Swords, death energy, okay? This is the reason why you need to get out of the United States before it's too late, okay? The corrupt, crooked, satanic powers that be, government, or what have you, they're trying to hold you captive, hold you hostage, restrict you, imprison you, trap you in some type of way, like entrap you in some type of way so that they can sacrifice you, Spirit is saying, so that they can cause your death, okay? The CIA is involved in this, guys, okay? I don't know if there could be some type of top secret classified file on you or something like that, or what have you. I feel like with illegal government experimentation being here, if you have been in the United States since you were a child, this illegal government experimentation, I don't feel like it's something that you just started enduring as an adult. This is something that you've been going through since you were a child. Or something that was implemented as a child, okay? They could be hell-bent on getting rid of you to keep the truth from being found out or what have you, but the truth is going to be known regardless, especially if anything happens to you, okay? They don't even understand. A lot of these people think because they're wealthy, because they come from prominent families and bloodlines, and they got all this power and authority and leadership and privilege, that they're untouchable, that they're hidden, that they can't be touched, that they can't be harmed, and they are sadly mistaken. They are sadly mistaken, okay? There's some major shit that is going to go down, because it's not just you, collective, that this is being done to. This is being done to a lot of different people, but the individuals that they have done this to, who are chosen ones, when I tell you there is hell and havoc that is coming to specifically the United States. Now, that's not to say that there's not, you know what I'm saying, shady, shiesty, nefarious things that's going on all around the world, because it definitely is, okay? But the United States have specifically, been up to a lot of illegal, unjust, unorthodox, terroristic, torturous things against its own citizens for a very long time, okay? And some of the persons that they have done these things to are actual earth angels or chosen ones, or even the 144,000 if you are a biblical type of person like that, or what have you. There are some major plagues that's coming to the United States, and I'm not saying that from a place of anger, like, oh, fuck them, like, oh, I hate them so much, I'm just gonna say these bad things and wish these bad things. I've foreseen a lot of things, okay? And who am I? They don't give a damn about me. They don't care about anything that I say, even though I know they're listening to everything that I say. I have no reason to make it up. There is, okay? There's going to be some major plagues that specifically hits the United States of America, and there's going to be many, many casualties. There's a lot of people, places, and things that is going to be destroyed because of what they are doing, guys, okay? But whoever you are, guys, just to get back to the message, okay, because that can be broken down in so many different ways, because it's going to come in waves, okay? It's going to happen in different ways, okay? But it's definitely going to occur, and it's going to specifically hit the United States, okay? Not to say other people, worldwide won't, other, areas worldwide won't be affected by certain things, but I'm specifically talking about plagues that I've seen that is going to hit the United States of America, Spirit is saying, okay? Whoever you are in the United States, okay? Spirit is saying you need to get out of the United States before it's too late, okay? These demonic, evil, wicked, sinister, satanic, masonic, demonic, however you want to put it, individuals, they're trying to trap you, okay? They're trying to restrict you. They're trying to entrap you, have you stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation, guys, okay? They're trying to make it so you can't leave or relocate, or they want you in doom and gloom as well. Doom and gloom or crisis mode as well could be also things being done to keep you so broke, so poor, so down that you can't even afford to, you know what I'm saying, do anything or go elsewhere, okay? Actually entrapping a person, but this could include anything, okay? This could literally include abducting a person and holding them captive hostage. This could include falsely imprisoning a person in some type of way, and that can be done in many different ways, whether by institution or other forms of imprisonment or what have you. But the sole purpose that they want to keep you, they want to entrap you, is to kill you, collective. The United States of America wants to sacrifice you, okay? And any persons that this desperate, because if you think about it, if somebody, dislikes you, hated you so much, you think that they would be happy enough with the fact of, say, you deciding to leave and go elsewhere. Okay, you'd be like, oh, this people here, no longer their problem. They wouldn't give a damn. They wouldn't care. It's not about that. These people have a specific purpose, as to why they want to eliminate you, okay? And 9 times out of 10, they're trying to harvest off your energy in some type of way. There's something about you, something within you that they want. Your blood, your you know what I'm saying, your DNA, your energy, your essence, your aura. There's something they want in you. They specifically want to sacrifice you, okay? Harvest off you for, their own specific reasonings and purposes. Spirit is saying, okay. These people are involved, murder business, okay. They indulge heavily in murder business collective, okay. This shit is set up every single day to look like random occurrences, but they're staged events. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, some of these people die and they claim that, oh, it was due to natural causes. Some people die and they say, oh, it was a freak accident. Some of these people die and say, oh my God, it was a tragic, suicide or drug overdose, or whatever title, cover story that they put on a situation. But these three specific things that that have been set up against people, plots and plans that have been set up against people to murder them, okay. There are whole families, communities who are sellouts to the satanic powers that be. They have signed blood contracts, okay, to offer certain people up as their sacrificial lambs, okay. This is what these people do to feed their gods, and their gods are demonic, okay. This is the reason why all this blood sacrificing goes on, okay, all around us, okay. And unfortunately, there's high-ranking government officials, certain government agencies is just as corrupt as can be. Spirit is saying that is aware of this, that is involved in this. Spirit is saying, okay? We got low down and dirty shame. Spirit is calling not only these people low down and dirty shame, but these illegal government experimentation. Spirit is saying is a low down and dirty shame. They've been doing this shit for a long time. Spirit is saying, okay? Unjustly, unfairly. You need to understand that this goes far and beyond them just hurting you, okay? These people are disrespectful and blasphemous on a whole nother fucking level. I don't care what bloodlines they come from. I don't care what set they claim, what gods they praise and worship, okay? How much wealth they got, that's besides the point. They do not own planet Earth, and they do not own humanity. I don't give a damn how many businesses, corporations, organizations they create on this planet. They do not own this planet, and they have carried on for hundreds upon hundreds of years like they created planet Earth and like they own planet Earth, and they have done as such to humanity. They have destroyed the planet with contamination and pollution, and they are destroying humanity. They do not have the right to do so. Period, point blank. Who gives a damn? Nobody. It doesn't matter their position. The positions and titles and roles that they have, that they're in, they literally gave themselves. They literally awarded themselves with the position, titles, and roles that they are in. Okay? And then they turn around and created their own currency. They created their own money and gave themselves that as well. And then they convince the masses everywhere, oh, we're the most prominent, we're the most wealthy, we're the ones in charge, we're going to create all the rules, regulations, and bylaws, we own all the banks, we own all the monies, we own all the property and everything, and made y'all fall the fucking line. But they literally made that shit up. They literally made it up as they went along. And they created a whole blueprint for it. And everything that you have come across, from your history books to your man-written Bibles, it's a blueprint that they created. They do not have the authority that they have stolen, okay? And this is not about being against a structure or higher authorities or anything like that or what have you. That's not what it's about. Okay? We're talking about these people's abuses of power. Okay, first of all, nobody granted them permission to come up with the rules, regulations, and bylaws that they came up with, and then force us to enforce those rules, regulations, and bylaws on us to follow according to them. They are literally charging human beings for living on the only planet that human beings know that you can live and breathe on. Every other planet, you'll either burn to death, you will freeze to death, or there's not. If even if you could be on that planet, there's not the right resources there for to sustain you, for growth of minerals and oils and waters and different things like that of what you would need to sustain you. So human beings were placed on this planet, okay, for a specific reason. This is the only planet that you know of, okay. Which there are actually more planets than that they claim to be. There's actually another planet that's very close to Earth that is identical to Earth. It is literally a twin, identical twin to Earth, okay? That has water source and every freaking thing, okay? And it literally can be, you know what I'm saying? There's literally life on it, and people could actually live on it, okay? But according to what they have told you, only planet Earth can hold human beings. It's the only planet that you know that you can live and breathe on. You were just dumped here. You were placed here. All humans. But you were being charged for it by the fuck them. People who didn't even create the fucking planet. Or beings, should I say, because not all of them are even people. Okay? If humans were created equally, then how in the hell is it that those people, if you want to call them people, are more superior than you? Who the hell died, left them in charge? Who says that you have to follow their rules, regulations, and bylaws? Who says that you have to bow down and worship them? Technically, you don't. And this is the reason why technically it has never been written. Yeah, they created rules of law, okay, legislature and governments and different things like that. But nowhere in black and white does it say anywhere that you have to bow down and worship them, that you have to serve them, that you have to follow their order of law. It doesn't say it anywhere. There's only certain things, as a matter of fact, that is said according to certain laws, okay? But then there's other things that they have squashed in between there that literally strips you of whatever rights you think you got, okay? You can't own anything on this planet unless you pay them yearly. Okay? You can't be born for free. You can't live for free. You can't die for free. Yet they tell you the United States is the land of the free. What the fuck is free? What the fuck is free? You can't even go fishing for free. You can't go hunting for free. You can't go camping for free. We're talking about things that goes on out in nature. Why the fuck are they in control of it? Of something that is natural. Naturally put here, not the fuck by them. But they are regulating it. They declare wars. Not us. We don't declare any wars. They declare wars. And then force you to pay for it in taxes. Taxes are completely the fuck illegal. They're taxing the hell out of people for shit that they want. Nobody with any common sense have just said no. And stood by that. Just like, yeah, no. Not gonna do this. Not gonna pay that. Not gonna do. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Imprison the masses? That would be interesting to see them try to imprison millions of people at one time. They declare these wars that they don't even fight themselves. They use regular civilians to fight these wars for them. The same civilians who barely get a decent salary And after they have gone to wars and gone through vigorous fucking training, and y'all don't even know how many soldiers have been experimented on by the government and had all kind of fucked up shit done to them. And when they get out of the military, do you know how many of them end up on the street? In this day and time, you can't even be homeless the fuck for free. They want to make that a crime. Okay? Just think about it. That's a different reading for a different day. But this is what they've been doing. They've been doing a lot of things for a long time that nobody gave them permission to do. Nobody gave them permission to put people under mind control. Nobody gave them permission to chip and implant people. Nobody gave them permission to invade and violate people, surveillance people, harass people. Nobody gave them permission to groom people. So not only did you steal land, the entire planet that you did not create, and not only did you create all this bullshit so that you can bully the entire masses to make them, force them to do what you want them to do, you also want to control their mind. You want to control what they know, how they think, what they can have, what they can learn, and everything. Who gave them permission to do such a thing? Because none of them were born with such authority. None of them. Period, point blank. None of these individuals are gods. I don't give a damn what they call themselves. A person can call themselves whatever they want to call themselves, but none of them are gods, okay? Because if they were gods, they wouldn't need any gadgets or artificial intelligence or robots or computers. They wouldn't need no witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo. That all that bullshit that they're using, gods don't need that. So they're not no gods. And even those of them that is reptilian and draconian and shapeshifters and these unhuman beings that's here on this earth underground, that's in hiding right now, that your corrupt government is telling you don't even the fuck exist, they are not even gods. They were here before humans were here, put here, but they are not gods. Okay? That's what's going on, though, y'all. Okay? Spirit is saying this illegal government experimentation crap that they are doing is cruel and unusual punishment is what it is. It's domestic terrorism is what it is. Their own United States Constitution that they created. We didn't create that shit. They created that shit. All that shit was created by your supposed founders. Founders of what? Fathers of what? Most of us don't even have fathers. You can't find it a damn thing that belongs to somebody else. See, all of that is just a part of their made up bullshit ass stories, and they forced y'all to believe it. They told a good story. They're good storytellers, and y'all believed it. Nobody gave them permission or approval to enslave the fucking people that they enslaved. But they did it anyway. And have never paid the consequence for doing so. But you dare not do to them what they have done to you. You dare not. You know, it's okay for them to do what thou wilt. And that shall be the whole of the law, as Aleister Crowley would say. But you bet not. Because after all, who do you think you are? You're nobody. That's what they would tell you. But they aren't gods themselves. They have just convinced themselves of a lie and pushed the illusion off on you that they are better than you. That they have more than you, so you should serve them. But the only point that I'm making here, the torturous, terroristic things that has been done, there is going to be massive plagues that is coming to the earth for that shit. Not to mention the millions upon millions of children who have been abused, who have gone missing, and who have never to be seen or heard from again. Yeah. From the human traffickers to the sex traffickers to the cannibals, they gonna pay for that shit. Cause them kids didn't just fucking vanish. Some of them was consumed, some of them was sold into sex slavery and was used and abused up. Some of them was taken off this planet and taken to other planets. Some of them was experimented on in underground bunkers and facilities and things, and on ships and different aircrafts and different things like that. Y'all would be surprised. And that's the reason why these plagues are coming to the United States. So I ain't just saying this just to be saying this shit because I'm upset with these people. It's what it is. I'm just a messenger. Okay? The satanic powers that be are involved in murder business collective, okay? And because of the satanic powers murder business is the reason why Spirit is saying that that you need to get out of the United States before it's too late, okay? And this specifically says get out of the United States. So this is not just like, oh, you move from the state that you currently live in to some other state and start all over. You would still be within the United States, okay? To leave the United States, you need a passport. Okay, that is even bullshit. How do you put a price tag on that? We should be able to go wherever the fuck we want to go. Everybody should. How do you put a price tag on areas within a planet that you didn't create and you do not own? But this is the bullshit that they enforce on us. If you want to go elsewhere, somewhere else, you got to pay for little pieces of paper and little pictures and little stamps and little identification cards, or whatever they fucking put passports on and shit like that, or what have you. You got to have their stamp of approval to do any damn thing, and you got to pay for it. That's the big kicker. You got to pay for it. Spirit is saying this is pure evil. Okay? Pure evil. And they already trapping people. Okay? I don't know how many states within the United States it has done it. It's probably all of them now. But now they have something like, it's called a real ID. It looks like the same goddamn ID that, identification cards, whether you have an identification card or a driver's license or a CDL or whatever kind of ID that you have. Now they have something called the real ID. So what the fuck did we have before? The fake ID? Okay, the real ID, what they call the real ID, looks like the same old fucking ID cards and driver's license you have. It's just got a fucking star on it. Okay? But those who ain't in the know, first of all, you need the real ID to even get a passport. So if you got the old ID, you can't get a passport until you get the real ID. And the only thing special about the real ID, besides that little freaking gold little star that's on there, is the fact that it is like it don't expire for like, I want to say, what is it, 5 years, 10 years, something like that. Like I think it's like 5 years or something. Okay, I think the one before, like, it would expire either, every year, every other year, something like that, or whatever. This one, the expiration date is, like, longer, so it's, like, lasts longer, which I know California, I think, had been doing that for a while. I don't think they were calling it the real ID. Their identification cards, their driver's license just lasts longer, because the last time I was in California, I literally got my ID there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And their ID, like, lasted for, like, I want want to say like either like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, something like that, because it was like a very long time. Um, but they wasn't necessarily calling it the real ID, at least not that I know of or what have you. But yeah, so y'all be aware of that as well. For those of you who plan on getting your passport and getting all this other kinds of stuff or what have you, you have to have certain IDs to even be able to do that. And then have to provide all this information and pay more for it or what have you. But yeah, that's what's going on. Spirit is saying what the satanic powers that be are doing is pure evil, guys. Okay, and this is the reason that there's so many bad vibes that's all around. Okay, and when it comes to all these witches and warlocks and shit, and cult leaders and cult members and shit that's in all the cult covers and secret societies worldwide and shit, they are conjuring up so many damn demons. These people do spell work on like all the freaking time. They're conjuring up all kind of demonic ass shit. Okay, CERN and cracked open the veil to let every damn demon that there is in. Okay, so it's all kinds of sinister crap that's floating around here, y'all. Okay, it's bad vibes all around, guys. Okay, but Spirit is saying you need to get out of the United States. They're trying to entrap you so that they can kill you, collective. Okay, Spirit, clarify the CIA. Why is the CIA here? I'm seeing the Magician card. I feel like the CIA are master manipulators. I feel like the CIA abuses their power and authority. Like they use their willpower and their influence to like manipulate, situate people, places, and things to manifest what they want, type of thing. Okay. But I'm literally getting a magician energy on the CIA. Okay? Like like some of this evil doings that is going on, collective, is literally the demonic manifestations of these corrupt agencies and different things like that. Okay? Yeah. Magician with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is all about conflict and defeat. Okay? It's about hostility. It's about plot twists. It's about abuse. Okay? Whatever branch within the CIA, there's some very hostile, abusive characters within the CIA collective. Okay? Like, I don't know if they are the ones who, like, this programming originated with them. Like, this illegal government experimentation is going on originates from the CIA. Okay, which is what it seems like it is with the Magician being here. Okay, but the Five of Swords here, the CIA are the ones who is causing the conflict, this conflict to others in an effort to defeat them. Spirit is saying. Okay, Spirit, clarify this illegal government experimentation. First of all, people are being hacked, people are being tracked, people are being stalked, people are being illegally surveillance with this Page of Swords energy being here. Okay, I know a lot of times the Page of Swords just kind of depending on the other cards that came out in the deck. It can speak of gossip and rumors and slander and backbiting, backstabbing, different things like that or what have you. But when you break down other aspects of the Page of Swords, it does speak of like stalking and surveillance and you know what I'm saying, invasions and violations and different things like that, what have you. Okay, yeah. Three of Coins here. Okay, and there is a group. Okay, like there could be, this is the Three of Coins, so there could be three different branches of government. It's the CIA, and there could be other branches of government as well, who are all collaborated together for the purposes of money, which is the reason why they're doing this illegal government experimentations on people. Y'all need to understand, y'all, that there are whole communities that social engineering is going on in. Y'all get up, y'all live, y'all breathe, and from day to day, you think you thinking what you thinking because those are your thoughts. You think you doing what you doing because that's what you feel like doing. Okay? And you're literally being manipulated. You're literally being controlled and you don't even know it. Okay? And the signs and the symbolisms is all around you, y'all. Okay? These people have certain from devices to techniques that they use, like that, it's almost like a keystroke or a push of a button. I kid you not, they could they could cause a riot to go down right now anywhere, just out the blue. They can cause looting to happen just like that in the midst of a riot for whatever reason. They cause these protests and these marches and different things that goes on and different things like that. Okay, they can cause uprising. They can cause knockout, drag out brawls and fights and different things. And just like a flip of a switch, like a light switch, they can turn it off. Y'all pay attention. Next time that shit happens, watch from the moment. Check the dates from the moment that it start. Watch how it pop off, and then and as heated as it get and everything, watch how it all of a sudden just fall off, like it just cut off. Like it just disappeared. 1 minute people be heated, be angry, tearing up shit. All kinds of stuff going on. It's major. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to make you believe. This is how they manipulate the masses, y'all. A lot of them folks be paid actors, be crisis actors and shit. Okay? No bullshit. They can pop some shit off in Washington, and they will recruit crisis actors that will fly in, travel in from other fucking states. This is what they do when they stage events. That way, when the media, you know what I'm saying? That's why these crisis actors are always the first on the scene to be seen, and they be front and center, ready to talk to the media. Any one of us, if we get caught in the middle of a crisis situation that go down, bitch, and we made it out alive, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you running, you hiding, you ducking, you getting the fuck out the way. You damn sure ain't standing in the midst of fucking chaos and waiting on the media to get there and the first on the scene to be there, to be on camera ready to talk to the world. I seen everything. I know everything. And it went down like this. And I seen everything. Hell no. You getting the fuck out of job. That's what regular people would do. All you gotta do is pay attention. And the reason why they recruit a lot of people, crisis actors and shit from other states, because when people sitting at home looking, tuning into the news and different things or whatever, nobody's really seeing anybody that they familiar with. Oh, such and such live in the community with me. They have locals. They use the locals in an area where something goes down for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously if something pop off, say, in your downtown area and it happened right between, a local bank branch and a couple of restaurants and a couple of hotels. Obviously, the people that work there live in town. You know what I'm saying? And so would have been in that area and been around and, might end up telling family, man, I was just down there. I was at work today, man. This shit done popped off or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? This shit goes on all the time. These people is into the murder business collective, okay? And look like they are hell bent on, it's like they plotting and planning and scheming. They strategizing collective on how to entrap you so that they can kill you collective, okay? So be careful who you in the company of. Be careful who you breaking bread with. Be careful who in your circles, who you mixing and mingling with, okay? Because these people will do anything. They will catfish you. They will send in fake, phony, fraudulent friends, family, lovers, business partners, associates, neighbors, complete strangers, and some more shit. Honeypots and some more shit, okay? Just depending on who you are as a damn person, they got somebody for that, bitch, okay? To keep an eye on you, to get close to you, and a multitude of other freaking things. Okay? Because they're trying to keep you trapped. They're trying to keep you stuck, collective. Okay? These people in the murder business, collective. And I feel like whoever you are, you have been used in this illegal government experimentation here, guys. Okay? And they don't want the truth and clarity coming out about how they have used you and abused you and exploited you, collective. Because technically these bitches owe you millions of dollars for what they have done to you. All of us that's endured that shit, we should have a class action lawsuit against not only your state, but the entirety of the government. That shit need to go all the way to the Supreme fucking courts. because it's matter of fucking fact and they know it. And it's getting to the point. The reason why these plagues is going to hit the United States soon, because it's getting to the point where they can't cover up this shit no more. It's a whole lot of people that has awakened in the age of Aquarius, in the age of awakening and different things. A lot of people that awaken. They can't keep the lid on this shit no more. And you can't keep gaslighting and calling people lies. Everybody ain't telling the same lie. And it's already got to the point where you technically worldwide, not even just countrywide. You can look at your country, but worldwide, you got people all over the world who got the same story, who have gone through some of the same trauma, torture, abuses, and some more shit, and we don't know each other from Adam to link up with one another to collaborate on the same fucking story just to be telling a lie. Who has time for that? So they can stay in hiding as much as they want to. They can play pretend as much as they want to. They can send out their ops to gaslight us as much as you want to. What you cannot do is explain how all these people that don't know each other from Adam is telling the same damn lie. And you can't say that there's some mental illness epidemic that is going on and they all suddenly came down with paranoid schizophrenia, because that's bullshit. It's actually no paranoia to it. It's just what's matter of factly going the fuck on. People is being targeted and attacked like that. We're not sitting up here fucking telling y'all we seeing people that's standing in a room with us that we sitting in by our damn self. We're not sitting here trembling in our boots and peeping out the windows terrified because there is we think there's ninjas and SWATs up on our damn roof or no shit. That's paranoia, bitch. Okay? When you assuming some shit, or hallucinating in some type of way, or some shit that ain't the fuck there. There's no paranoia involved with this shit. It's just what's matter of fuck fact. It's going on. And nobody's got any reason to lie about it. You literally got to be going through it to even explain to anybody what the hell it is that you're going through, because not even a habitual liar could even fathom that a lot of this shit is even possible or going on, which means you need to experience this shit to even try to explain to somebody what is happening. These people in the murder business, collective spirit, clarify murder business. Clarify murder business, spirit. Why is murder business here? I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is all about investments, collective. Again, this ties into money, collective, okay? A lot of time, energy, effort, hard work, investment goes into this murder business. It's all about the money. Nine of Pentacles is here as well, guys, okay? I feel like the Seven of Coins and the Nine of Coins is coming out here on murder business because the people that they are trapping and sacrificing are people who have been offered up in blood contracts, whether by your family, your ex-friends, your ex-lovers, the government, whoever, okay, has offered you up as a sacrifice, and they stand to gain a large amount of money off of you in some time. I'm talking about a large amount of money. Seven of Coins, Nine of Coins, now the 10 of Coins here. Wants to come out. Yeah. Blood sacrificing family, lovers, and friends, collective. Okay? So you got people. Yeah, I'm seeing the Empress here. Somebody's mama offered them up as a sacrifice. This is a mother or a mother figure. So this could be a mother or a grandmother or any person with child or who have had children before or what have you. So it could possibly be an aunt for some of you all. It could be a cousin for some of you all. It could be a sister for some of you all. If any of those persons in your life have children, Spirit is saying, okay, I keep seeing this Empress energy. Yeah. This person offered you up as a sacrifice, okay? This person is looking to get some type of incentives of some kind. Look, a large amount of money. A large amount of money. People are being sacrificed. Look at this. Ten of coins with the 10 of swords. People are being ultimately betrayed for money by your friends, families, and lovers who's setting you up to be blood sacrifice for the purposes of money. Okay? The 10 of Swords is about ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, fatal endings. Okay? Failures, breakdowns, dead ends. Okay? The 10 of Swords is cruel and unusual. It's brutal. It's hostile. It's backstabbing energy. It's a hate crime. And a lot of money is being made off of this. That's why Spirit is saying this is a low, that their judgments, decisions, their actions, the missions that they are taking, that they are on, is a low down and dirty shame, Spirit is saying. Yeah, with the Empress here. These are masculines who are in power, in authority, in leadership of the establishment, who are making these judgments, decisions, taking certain actions on a particular mission. And Spirit is saying they are low down and dirty shame. And this is the very reason why there is massive plagues that is coming to the United States of America. I don't give a damn who they are, where they are, how much money they got, what type of security they paying for, protection they paying for. Them bunkers ain't gonna hide them. They submarines. Not of the mountains. Even in the man-written Bible that they wrote, told you that not even the mountains will shield them, will protect them with what's coming. You may kill many of us, baby, but you best believe they gonna be in that number. Oh, it's gonna be casualties. It's gonna be many casualties. So all of you running around here thinking you living your best life because you screwing who you want to screw, because you think you got a bad body, because you think your appearance and your fat ass is what's most important, because the big dick energy that you fucking with is what's popping in your life right now. Because whatever you the fuck got, whatever the fuck you got that you think that you living your best damn life, you will soon realize that that shit is nothing with what is coming. Because in a blink of an eye, you're going to lose all of that shit instantly. Satanic powers that be, the devil. These are some toxic, demonic, and demonically possessed individuals. These are people in their south node, their shadow side, their dark side. Very toxic individuals who are chained to the devils, who are shepherds for the devil collective. Spirit, clarify the satanic powers that be. Clarify the satanic powers that be. Clarify the satanic powers that be, Spirit. See, these, and it's interesting because these people that make up the satanic powers that be, they think they illuminated. They think they wise and knowledgeable and enlightened. They think they they think they are the superior ones. They think they are the chosen ones. They the ones with all the power and all the skills and all the knowings of all or whatever. But this, look at this. The devil with the high priestess. These are dark priests and priestesses. You are servants of the devil. Okay? Satanic powers that be. That's why they tell me they see all and they know all. That's because you using illegal technology, not because you some guru asshole. If you want to illegally invade and violate and surveillance people, you wouldn't know a goddamn thing. You got the devil and the high priestess clarifying the satanic powers that be. That's who they are. And yeah, they might, you know, they call themselves illuminated. They might be illuminated. They have some enlightenment, but that shit comes from the devil. Spirit, clarify pure evil. Clarify pure evil. I'm seeing the 5 of coins here. Collective, you could have been abandoned, neglected, and left out in the cold, alienated, left in turmoil, harsh conditions. Again, I'm seeing this Empress energy. Somebody's mother or a mother figure. Spirit is saying this person is pure evil. Star here. These could be popular persons, well-known persons, famous persons, persons in the spotlight, celebrity persons. Spirit is saying pure evil. 10 of Cups. This is people's whole family. Didn't I tell you it's whole fucking families out here that's involved? Some of y'all just as ignorant and oblivious as you want to be. Not because you a bad person or nothing like that. I'm not saying that, nothing like that. There's nothing wrong with you just because of the simple fact you didn't know that grandma such and such sold out a long time ago. That your mama, your daddy, Paul such and such was sellouts a long damn time ago. But they are. Got the Justice card here. There's a lot of different individuals. Somebody's mama for sure. She's been trying to come out the entire fucking time. For somebody, your mother is in some type of binding blood contract and offered you up as a sacrifice. And these people are desperate. Like this person offered you up as a sacrifice so they can get some type of higher position, title, or role, or some type of finances, money, or resources, or incentives, or whatever it is that they ask the devil and ask them white folks that's in power for, okay? And I'm not saying white folks like that because I'm some prejudiced person that don't like white people. It's decent white people in the damn world, but we all know that in the United States of America, when it comes to all of this shit that has been done, those of them who are high up in fucking power, they are Caucasian Europeans, okay? Who fucking overthrew America, okay? So that's who these folks be selling out to. I don't be saying what I'm saying because I'm some biased ass person. Y'all know I shoot from the damn hip. I wouldn't give a damn if it's your family. That's the toxic, ratchet individuals. If it's the fucking government, from lower government to higher up government. If it's some celebrities. If it's the cat down the road. Or I'm non-biased. Okay, I don't discriminate against nobody. It can be anybody. It can be your kids. It can be your lover. That's what I'm saying. If that's what comes out. I'm led by spirit. I don't give you nothing. It's not about my personal feelings. My personal thoughts. I ain't giving you nothing but what comes out in the message. What spirit is telling me to relate to you. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And these reasons, when I give y'all more, I come from a person. I come from a personal place, from personal experience, and I'm speaking of myself. And I let you know when I'm speaking of such. And I do so matter-of-factly to let you know I'm not fucking lying. Other than that, I'm giving you a general reading, a general message, and it can literally be about anybody, anything, anywhere, according to the message that wants to come out by spirit. Okay? I'm sorry. Somebody's mama, grandmother, or whoever this mother figure is a hating ass bitch. Okay? And I guarantee you, whoever this person is, they walk and talk like they the best thing since sliced fucking bread. They carry themselves like they the cream of the fucking crop. This is a bitch that probably go to church every time the doors open. Pay their tithe, pay more in tithes than they ever spent on their damn children or grandchildren, bitch. Okay? This is a motherfucker that I guarantee you act like they righteous, upstanding, and a pillar of the community. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And this man is a whole sellout. Belong to some type of cult coven secret society. Is in some type of blood contract. And offered you up as a sacrifice. And turned a blind eye. And sitting around waiting in expectation to get the phone call. That the deed is done so they can collect. I ain't lying to you. We know these celebrities and popular people, well-known people. They be coming up off blood sacrifices all the time for their fame and their fortune and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't become a household name It's actually, I was going to say, you don't become a household name easily, but it's actually easy to do. You know, if you know what you got to do if you know what you got to do to get it and you with it, it's actually easy to do. Okay? But it's a lot that goes along with that shit. Okay? Yeah. Whole families are involved. You got the justice system, this is the courts, governments, any branch of governments, guys, okay? A lot of people involved. Okay? I'm also seeing the Eight of Coins here. This pure evil. Somebody, your jobs. The Eight of Coins is the money one makes from the work that they do. Okay? So the Eight of Coins specifically speak of your job, occupations, and careers. Okay? Some of y'all, your employer. I have seen employers, and I'm not going to go into detail because I can straight put some employers on blast that I matter of factly know. Y'all pay attention. All y'all got to do is pay attention. Especially if you have longevity on a job. You probably won't see it or know it, or it won't really strike you as whatever unless you just happen to be there when something happened or what have you. But those of you who have longevity on your job and you work for major big companies and corporations, every last one of them have several from employees to most of the time, more often than not, employees, but even the employees' families and different things who tragically end up dying all of a sudden. Those be blood sacrifices, and it be blood sacrifices for the company. Okay? Look into these companies where there's a lot of casualties, it's a lot of freak accidents, casualties, and deaths on the actual job sites. Okay? And for the deaths of their employees that don't happen at the job sites, just deaths of them, period, in any way. Okay? They be blood sacrifices. No bullshit. No bullshit. And these be blood sacrifices for the companies. I've literally seen this shit happen in real fucking time. Be blood sacrifices for the companies, okay? And how you know that there was blood sacrifices for the companies, because well, depending on what company it is, okay, who the bosses is or what have you, if something tragically happens to one of the employees, the companies will be eager to pay for certain things for that family, for that person, that employee that died, whether it be funeral services or anything that they needed pertaining to that. Okay, I got an ex who's one of the employees died. He caught the bus to work, and like the times that they would have to be to, like when my ex would have to be to work really early in the morning, during that time of the year it still be dark outside, so have to be there so early. So he would be out there in the wee hours of the morning catching the bus to go to work. This man, nobody, drug dealers is sleep at that time, bitch. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Most of them anyway. Okay, this man was ambushed at the bus stop, was murdered in cold blood. That man was a blood sacrifice. There was another time where their bread man used to come in the wee hours of the morning, and because he would come in such odd hours, like before the business actually opened, they actually have keys to get into like their back gate of the business, where they could just unload the truck, roll their bread racks in there or whatever. He was ambushed in the wee hours of the morning one time. And this man is not even from this state. He was driving one of these trucks in, I believe he was from Memphis. Whatever the company was, I think was out of Memphis. It was only about 2 hours away from us. But he wasn't even from here. But they beat that man to a fucking pulp. Beat that man to a goddamn pulp. These be blood sacrifice. This should be set up, man. These companies where they people die on the job, get injured on the job, and they refuse to allow you to call the fucking 911 and the police and shit. They have in-house people to try to handle certain shit or what have you. That shit be, it be a lot of cover ups that be going on. It's more blood sacrifices that go on jobs, and y'all are aware of it. And the companies, this is how the companies, these I'm talking about major companies now, y'all. Okay, I'm talking about these companies that are like, you know, $1 billion businesses. Okay, um, this is how their owners have to come up off their blood sacrifice. They have the blood sacrifices. When they have to come off blood sacrifice, they have to blood sacrifice like employees or, you know, something like that. It depends on whatever the satanic powers that be want. But usually that's how that shit go. I offer you no lies, I tell you no tales. Y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta watch this shit. Blood in, blood out. Only for a life. Okay? It's how you come up in this game. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Y'all see people doing their thing. Regular people, you know, got talent, skills, and abilities and shit like that or what have you. Then all of a sudden, their kids tragically die or come up missing or some shit like that. They mamas tragically died, they daddies or some shit like that. There was blood sacrifice. And then next thing you know, they blow up. And all of a sudden they popular. And all of a sudden they got money like that and shit. Them was blood sacrifices, bruh. No ifs, ands, buts about it. All you gotta do is sit back and observe. You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta get involved. Just watch. Watch your surroundings. This shit is happening every day right around you. Watch the situations that happens. If you notice in urban areas, anything goes on with the blacks, the Mexicans, the Latinas, or what have you, in the urban areas, major things that go on against any of those racial groups of people. Pay attention when the press get there. The press nobody immediately, okay? And pay attention. Whatever the families are speaking or whatever, they got Freemasons standing right next to them. They'll have some activists within the community, and they'll have Freemasons or Eastern Stars standing right next to them, acting like they're supporting the family while they on camera, you know, talking with the press and different shit. Those were situations where blood sacrifices. They were staged fucking events. All you got to do is watch. All you got to do is pay attention. These situations that go on, and all of a sudden they send out their pastors and they evangelicals and they bishops and all this other kind of shit, and they masons and all this shit. These were staged motherfucking events, bitch. And they use those people, the satanic powers that be. They use the pastors, the evangelicals, the bishops and things. They use the Freemasons, the Eastern Stars, and some of the activists and the NAACP folks, all them or whatever. They use them to regulate communities, basically, to basically keep certain communities in check so that there won't be no civil unrest, major uprising against the powers that be. Y'all gotta pay the fuck attention, man. I ain't making no shit up. I ain't making no shit up. All you gotta do is sit back and observe and watch. Listen to the words that come out of people's mouth. I told y'all years before when the Pulse nightclub shooting happened, I knew this is when it really struck. Like I knew of this shit, and I was seeing different shit, and I knew stuff all along, but it was never a time. That was the time where I seen somebody I knew personally. The guy that they showed in the hat, he is from here. Okay? That was first on the scene to be seen, talking to the media and everything. And he helping people out, and they were supposed to be bloody and injured and all this shit or what have you. Well, they fucked up at the Post nightclub shooting, okay? Because that's the one that happened at the gay club, right? First of all you have to do is listen to his story. Okay, first of all, he said he had just got there because the media asked him questions and different things. Oh, how did you end up here? And blah, blah, blah. He was like, he just got there. He was like, I just got off the plane. First of all, bitch, any of us who travel, If we going on some type of trip, taking some type of vacation, we travel, bitch, we checking into our hotel first. We taking a shower, we changing clothes, putting on nice attire before we go hit up the bars and the clubs and things like that or whatever. This nigga said he had just got off the plane and you immediately went to the gay club and just so happened at the club you decided to go to got shot up that night and you happen to be the hero at the end of the night to help injured victims out. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He is from here. I know him personally. And me and that boy either went to school together or we used to work together. I know him personally. This was the first time ever I seen a staged event where I realized that they were using crisis actors from other states. And then they fucking messed around and zoomed the camera the wrong way. Before they started interviewing him, talking to him, on one clip is him, he's holding up one person and there's another person, he's like he's trying to help them cross the street, okay? And the camera zoomed in on them. They couldn't even help themselves. Bad actors can't help themselves. They can't stay in can't stay in character, and when the camera is near them, they look dead into the camera's fucking eye. You don't eyeball the fucking camera, bitch, okay? Now, it makes sense if you're doing a one-on-one personal interview or something, like it's a zoom in moment, one person talking to another person, whatever. That makes sense for you to look in the camera, okay? Any actor or actress, real one anyway, would tell you don't fucking look. And so this is how you always know who extras are in fucking films, because they stupid. Every time they get close to the real actors and actresses in the movie, they can't help themselves. They look dead into the fucking camera. So this is what happened that night. He acting like he carrying the person across that's injured across the street. They walk by, they looking dead into the camera. Soon as they thought they were past the fucking camera and the camera wasn't on them no more, that as they was passing the camera, they looked dead into the camera, but they looking like they all distraught and, oh my God, this is a tragedy or whatever. Soon as they thought the camera wasn't watching them no more, he set the person down who he acting like he was carrying across the damn thing, and they get to the end of the sidewalk and get to laughing and talking and giggling and playing and shit. It was all on fucking camera. That camera man swarmed away so goddamn fast. You got to pay attention, bro. You got to pay the fuck attention. That shit was staged. I'm not telling you. You know, I'm not like other people. Don't put me in a classification with other people because I don't like fucking titles, bitch. Okay? I can break this shit down and prove to you that I'm telling you the fucking truth. Okay? But you ain't got a title mean no truth or whistleblower or any motherfucking thing else because I don't like fucking titles, bitch. Okay? Now, I'm not telling you the situation didn't happen. I'm not telling you that there was not an actual shooter. I'm not even telling you that nobody actually even got hurt. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. What the fuck I'm telling you is that it was staged. It was set up. That's what I'm telling you. Okay? Whether you say staged events or false flags is a staged event as well. But false flags is basically where something actually goes on, but a false flag is when they make a situation seem like something is not. So like if it was like an explosion in your downtown area, they come on and tell you that it was a terrorist when it really wasn't. Okay? That's a false flag. It's an event that actually did happen, and it was likely staged, okay? But the cover story they're giving you, blah, 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 terrorists did it, is the part that's a false flag, okay? It's the part is staged, okay? Doesn't mean this situation didn't happen. Doesn't mean this didn't occur. Doesn't mean people didn't actually get hurt. What I'm saying is, it was set up. It was staged. Don't shit go on in the United States of fuck America and they don't know about it ahead of time. You remember that. You ain't gonna sneak attack they ass in no kind of fucking way. Bitch, if they around here gang stalking and harassing regular, everyday, average Joe fucking people, bitch, what the fuck make you, and they got all these gadgets and technologies and fucking robots and AIs and all this shit, bitch. They all up in between your business, bitch. They know how many sexual partners you have, how you like it, bitch, how many times you done use the bathroom today, when you washed your ass, bitch, where you work at, where you bank at, what's in your account, every fucking thing, okay? What the hell make you think they don't know, they don't see a terrorist before they come? When they a real one? A real one. Ain't a terroristic thing ever actually happened on our soil, the fuck, for real. Like in real life, like real, and they was just caught off guard. They had no fucking clue. Not one. Not one. That's why when most of these situations go down, they end up telling you, finally come out with whoever the person, the patsy that they coming out with or whatever. They'll tell you, most of them, oh, they came into the United States legally. Oh, they had legal documentation. It'll never be, oh, this person tunneled in, they snuck in. We had no idea they was here. We don't even know who they are. We don't know where they from. They don't never say that. They know exactly who these damn people are. And where they come from, how long they been here, and some more shit. And they willingly let them be here. Okay? That's all I'm telling you. Okay? Spirit, clarify bad vibes out around. So like I said, some of y'all got a mother figure, whether mother, grandmother, or any other type of mother figure. This person keeps coming out, okay? Who Spirit is saying is pure evil. This person offers you up as a sacrifice, okay? You got persons who are popular, well-known, famous, or what have you, who is also, Spirit is saying, is pure evil, who then offer people up as sacrifices. You got families that's involved in this. You got governments or government officials involved in this. You got certain people's jobs, companies that you work for, and different things that's involved in this. Okay? Also, y'all pay attention when these certain events go on. If you notice, it be the same. Certain events go on in certain states. Okay? Now, these things can happen anywhere, but they happen on different levels. Okay? There are things that goes on in some of the smaller states or what have you, but all of the major, biggest events always happen in the biggest states. Okay? It's going to always be California, New York, Texas, Florida, Washington, D.C.'s. You know what I'm saying? Hawaii is not that big, but then they have major events happen there as well. But like it be major, like it be if a lot of major stage events happen in bigger states all the time. They do have stage events happen other places, like there's things that goes on at other places or what have you. And I don't even have that video. That I don't. What the hell was going on? I don't know what people was protesting and marching about then, but they hype people up in like one state after another. Okay, and people was marching down to this was when a whole bunch of, I forget what they was protesting about, but a lot of looting and stuff started going on. And state after state, it was events that was happening, y'all, or what have you. The street I live on is right down the street. Like I'm literally like a hop, skip, and a jump from like right around the corner from our downtown Little Rock. Okay, I live on the same block as our state capital. Okay, y'all, it was one day I was going to the store, and all of a sudden, I'm talking about big pallets of fucking bricks was just lined up. I'm talking about, these big bricks lined up on the side of the road, okay? And that shit hadn't hit Arkansas. because at this point it was going from state to state. They was like, oh, these protests and marches are happening. I forget it. Like, it's been so many years. I forget what they was protesting and marching about the fuck then. But it was a lot of loot. It was ridiculous shit going on. They was going, like, it's a flower shop not far from me, y'all. Okay. They busted up them people windows, tagged the building. It was so unnecessary. Like, who the fuck does this to a flower shop? Okay, it's like the calmest, most soothing ass place that you could ever freaking go. Like, it was totally unnecessary ass type of shit. And I never forget, me and my daughter was on the way to, I was like, they can come through this bitch if they want to with that bullshit. And I kid y'all not, whoever the fuck heard me. Because I think I did record something. Because I showed it on the recording, the bricks and shit. Y'all, they didn't come down my goddamn way. I guarantee they was planning to march down my street up to the Capitol. Because this is where they was showing up at the Capitol in all these states. And they was doing all these protests and stuff. Okay? I seen on the same street as, bitch, you come through here if you want to with that bullshit. Goddamn bricks and different shit. And they was going in the downtown area just tearing up shit, looting these people's stalls and all kind of stupid ass shit or what have you. This is why I be telling y'all, man. This illegal government experimentation they be triggering people to do this shit, man. They trigger some that's under mind control and they recruit the others. It's getting incentives for doing this shit. Y'all, I'm talking about whole pallets, stacks of brick. And like, because like certain areas where I live, it's like there's areas where it's just like open space. Like there's no houses or anything. There's just like open grass, open space or what have you. Y'all, and this is where these pallets lay. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't about to build nothing there. Wasn't no construction going on there or nothing. That shit was specifically set there by somebody. And the folks that was going to be marching down my damn street was going to pick up them goddamn bricks and go down there to that place. Yeah, I kid y'all not. I record that shit. And I'm like, I wish they would. I wish they would come through here. Because I'm going to record all of the asses. And put them on blast for being motherfucking crisis actors. Because that's exactly what the hell they are. Because this shit's unnecessary. For you to, it's one thing for you to protest and march for whatever cause you know what I'm saying? Not to even say whatever the cause is for. But when it gets to the point where y'all are doing ridiculous ass shit that don't have anything to do with nothing to fight for the cause that you protesting and marching for, this is stupid. Taking bricks and busting up these people's businesses and offices and going up to these damn Capitol buildings and all this other kind of shit. Y'all, it was so fucking ridiculous. But I kid y'all not, after I recorded that shit and posted that shit, it went a couple days later, them damn bricks was gone. And they didn't fucking come through here. They went another damn way. They end up still doing something here, but they marched their ass a whole nother damn way. They didn't come down through here with that bullshit. I said, look at this shit here. And Spirit had just let me know that that's literally what it was sitting there for. I said, they set these bricks here on purpose. For these people to come through here and get these damn bricks and go down there at the food at these people thing. And the next time I had went downtown, y'all, I'm talking about, it was a mess. They had them busted up in there during flower shop. They had them tagged. These, people's, these buildings of like businesses. And I'm just unnecessary ass shit. I'm like, this is just dumb. This is dumb. And this is what they trigger these damn people to do. That little flower shop had been sitting there forever. And the reason why it sticks out in my mind so much is because if you stand in front of our Capitol, facing the Capitol, and then immediately do a about face and turn around, that flower shop is literally diagonally across the street from the Capitol. This how I know them motherfuckers came through here and went down there and did what they fucking did. They tagged all them. It was the most ridiculous crap I ever seen. I'm like, who does this to a flower shop, bruh? You know what I'm saying? But it's all other kind of business down there. You got restaurants, you got banks, and all of a sudden they tagged all these people buildings and shit. And these people ain't got nothing to do with what y'all protesting and marching about. These folks ain't bothering y'all, nothing. Y'all just want to come down here and cause problems for no damn reason. And this is not going to help you fight your cause. Get what you want for whatever cause you fucking fight. It was the most ridiculous ass shit, but they weren't going to come down this block. I recorded the hell out of that shit. And I might have posted it on something. Or either just uploaded the video showing that shit. But I was sitting up telling I said, they put these damn bricks on purpose. Because I kid you not, y'all, one day it wasn't there. And then it was like, I was hearing that like they were supposed to been having some type of protest or something here or what. I said they done brought that shit to fucking little old ass damn Arkansas. Y'all, I get y'all not the next day. Them damn bricks. We was on our way to the store. Them damn I'm talking about pallets, y'all. Whole rolls of big ass fucking. I'm like, they set this here on purpose. No construction going on. They wasn't building nothing. This is what they do. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. Y'all gotta watch. I'm seeing the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. Also, it speaks of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge. It carries a lot of different energy, but it mostly speaks of strife. We also got lovers out here. Some of y'all got lovers that's pure evil. That's an offer y'all up as sacrifices as well. Okay? That Five of Wands energy speaks of strife. It speaks of conflict. Okay? Punishment, payback, revenge, jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition. This is the reason why so much bad vibes that's all around. Okay? Yeah. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords speaks of truth and clarity. Okay? Awareness and insight. Okay? The shit I'm telling you, they don't want people knowing. That's why them folks don't like me, but oh well. They can't say I'm lying. I'm making some shit up. Spirit, give me one more on bad vibes all around. So we have the Hierophant here as well. I'm going to put this here over here on pure evil as well, because your Hierophants, these could be persons in leadership, persons in authority. A lot of times your Hierophants get seen as religious leaders, okay? But they don't all have to be religious leaders. A Hierophant is just in a position, has a position, title, or role where other people look up to them or look to them for some type of guidance or something like that or what have you guys, okay? I'm seeing a Tower here, which speaks of chaos, tragedies, upheavals, sudden, shake up of things, tragic situations and different things like that happening all of a sudden out the blue. Spirit is saying here a lot of bad vibes all around, guys. Okay, that's what's going on here though, y'all. That's what's going on here. Okay, and a lot of this shit I feel like it's been going on behind the scenes, in the shadows, for a very long time, guys. Okay, Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages to get out of the United States before it's too late? Okay, yeah, Spirit is saying get out of the United. You're gonna regret it if you don't get out of the United States before it's too late, guys. Okay, for some of you out. Spirit, clarify the CIA and illegal government experimentation. Okay, there's something about the power supply. It's interesting. I'm seeing power supply, justice, and I'm also seeing life insurance. Some of these people that's being I'm gonna put that here. With murder business and blood sacrifice and family lovers and friends for money. This shit have to do about life insurance. Fraudulent life insurance is being put on people's lives. You know what I'm saying? This is why people got targets on their back, money's on their damn head and shit. They around here committing major insurance fraud. Okay, I'm telling you, insurance fraud is the next big it's like the come up. It's the way to come up. Okay. It's how regular, everyday, average Joe people is coming up. Besides those who sell their soul to be a part, in some type of industry or some shit like that or whatever. You got people who selling their soul on a lower level, blood sacrificing their family lovers or friends. Got fraudulent insurance policies out there and hitting it big off of these fraudulent policies, man. And the cult covers and secret societies they belong to, they're going along with. The crooked government is going along with this shit. This is what is going on, y'all. No bullshit. Yep. There's something about the government and the power supply. Justice and the power supply here, Spirit is saying. Okay? As it relates to the CIA and these illegal government experimentations. Okay? Yeah, Spirit, clarify blood sacrifice and family lovers and friends for money with low down and dirty shame. Yep, assassinations. They're assassinating people. Spirit, clarify satanic powers that be with pure evil. Look, you even got family out here again. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all. There is families that is whole families out here, whether you want to believe this shit about your families or not. okay, who are fucking sellouts, bruh. Okay? Satanic powers that be, pure evil. And it's different ways that they do this. There's people that they force to suicide. Most of this shit is like they get set up be homicidal and different things like that or what have you. But they can cause tragic incidents. And all other kinds of things. Okay, some type of meetings is taking place. These satanic powers that be meetings is clarifying satanic powers that be in pure evil. Okay, you got families here or what have you. We got man-made disasters. These are man-made disasters that are occurring. Okay, a man-made disaster is something that has been plotted, planned, schemed, set up, orchestrated, organized. Spirit is saying, look, death. This is clarifying pure evil with bad vibes all around. Death. People are being set up to be sacrificed, y'all. Okay? Yeah, there's something here also with illegal surveillance. People are being illegally surveillanced as well. People who who have been placed on these damn hit lists and they're using this illegal government experimentation on, they're being surveillanced. They're keeping an eye on these people that they're trying to set up to sacrifice y'all. That's why I said you got to be careful who you friends with, careful who you lovers with. Okay? Yeah, all of this shit is going on in secret. I'm seeing grandparents, something about secret and grandparent here. Your grandparent could have did something in secret, could have offered you up as a sacrifice in secret. Look, cover up. There's a cover up that is going on of this shit. They're even putting people under mind control as well, as it relates to this illegal government experimentation that is going on. Not only do people being put under mind control, but you're also being surveillanced as well. I feel like that ties hand in hand with this illegal, that secret coming out again. Secret and cover up out here. Yeah. People are being targeted as being abused and neglected, man. Enduring mind control and illegal surveillance, okay? And this shit is run, rule, control, orchestrated, organized, operated. Look, this is a cult, okay? This is a cult of individuals. I told you they belong to some type of demonic-ass cults. Okay? They are in blood contracts. Okay? Look, money. A lot of money is being made off of this. Okay? Organized crime. This is organized crime, Spirit is saying. That is going on. There's a cover-up of these secrets pertaining to this shit. But fuck that. I can't be nobody's. I can't be your sacrifice. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing runaway here. Okay? Spirit is saying run away out the United States. That's what's going on. Yeah. Run away. Trapped. Okay. Spirit is telling somebody they need to run away or they're going to wind up trapped. And killed. Okay. Got celebrity here. You also got spouse and partner here as well. I don't know if somebody got a spouse or a partner that is a celebrity or if this is just two different entities. You got family out here. You got celebrities out here. All of these is the same people that came out in the tarot. Okay. Remember the Lover's card came out. That would be a spouse or a partner. Remember the Star came out. That would be a celebrity. Remember the Ten of Cups came out. That would be the family. You understand? Okay. That's what's going on here, y'all. These people is blood sacrificing people. They're all a part of this organized crime, Spirit is saying. They are all a part of this organized crime. Yeah. Look, serial killers. Spirit say they serial killers. Okay? The high-ranking, wealthy, elite people in power who are serial killers. This has been going on for a long time. And this is going on for money and for greed, man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, spirits say they all accomplices and partners in crime. And with egotism here, these motherfuckers are full of themselves. Okay? They full of vanity and pride. They're very egotistical. They cocky, arrogant, conceited. They're narcissistic. They are sure of they damn selves. Okay? Like they righteous. They the righteous ones. Like they doing what they supposed to be doing. Like they got the right to be doing it. That's how they act. That's how it's like it's so fucking appalling. Like for those of you who are not targeted individuals, like if you like if some certain, those of you who are targeted individuals, we see this here, we go through this shit or whatever, but like, this stuff is hard to fathom even if you wasn't going through this stuff. But if you are in aware or like in a know of the stuff that is going on, these people are like so cocky and arrogant in the shit that they do. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You end up sitting up, you looking at them, and then you looking at yourself like, bitch, like, I'm not the unreasonable one here. I'm not the selfish one here. I'm not the one that's got an issue here. It is clearly wrong to set people up to murder them for your stupid ass to get some money. Yeah, like, look, you don't like me, you don't love me, you don't want to be my friend, you don't, like, I don't care, okay? If you dislike me for saying the fuck that, then fuck you. Because I don't care who you are. This is not okay in any way, but this is how these people act. And they be so proud of themselves for being in the cults that they are in the groups that they are in the little societies that they are in, to have the little packs that they got, to get the little incentives that they get. I'm like, this is not the cool club. This is not fun. This is not what I call excitement. This is how they act, though. The ones of them who are wealthy and leading or that's in power with some type of leadership, they just act like they untouchable. They just parade around like, bitch, we do what we want to do and ain't shit you gonna do about it, okay? The ones that they recruit, they parade around this bitch like they a part of the cool kid club or some shit. Like, this the thing to do. Like, bitch, you the one with the problem. You the one that's fucking up if you ain't down with this. If you ain't part of this. You stupid for not selling out. To being a part of. Everybody worships the devil, bitch. You the only one. They all act like they in on some type of inside joke and you the only outsider, bitch. Like, bitch, we know that we should be a part of the cult and worshiping the devil to get this money, bitch. You the brokey. You the one not in. That's how they act. And it's like, you look around, it's like, bitch, are we talking about the same thing? Y'all blood sacrifice people for money, bitch. Like, if that means I'm not cool, I'm not likable, then, hey, whatever. So be it. Fraud. I told you they committing fraud. That's what that life insurance is about. Fraud. All of this shit has been going on for the longest. Behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people back in secret, collective, with that moon card being at the bottom of the deck, okay? So that's y'all. Those are y'all messages, honey. I didn't even want to keep y'all too long on this reading here, but obviously this is the message spirit wanted to come out because this shit has gone rampant. Like back in the day, like, it used to be a choice. You remember how certain people, like, it was only like isolated people, at least that's how I seen it. It was only like isolated little sprinkles of people here or there that may have seemed a little strange or a little different or a little part of something else. But it seems like they were only few and far in the chain, and obviously they made a conscientious decision. It used to be a choice. This is the decision I'm making to be a part. This day and time, it's like they force this shit upon people. And if you ain't with it, then you enemy. You prime enemy number one, and they plotting immediately to take your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, like, it used to be a choice whether or not you wanted to worship the devil. The people that worship the devil, We seen some of them sometimes. They were few and far in between because damn near everybody else we came into contact with acted like they was Christians. That's why most of us was so brainwashed and dumbed down under mind control, we couldn't even fathom shit like this was even went on. Couldn't nobody even back then could even told us this shit went on. We would have questioned the hell out of them. Like, you lying. You making this up. But back then, it was a couple wild ones. Living life on the edge, walking on the wild side. That, experimenting, trying some stuff, going out in the woods and, draw a little pentagram and do a little devil worship type of shit. But it was a choice. You understand? And it seemed like they was few and far to fucking between. Wouldn't really cause for no worries like that. That was until satanic panic happened. And then eyebrows got to kind of getting raised and shit. In every situation, from goddamn Georgetown to the McMartins fucking, pimping out kids from the daycare, taking them through tunnels and shit, to do devil worship shit that the government covered up and shit, to the little, what you call, the 3-something, they was from here. They're supposed to went out there in them woods and raped and killed that boy out there in the woods doing satanic work. And this how I knew they was on some other shit. Celebrities came out the fucking woodwork to protect them boys. A couple of celebrities. They still did some time though. They let me further know there was some shit going on where them boys was involved or not. But they came. It was the first time ever in life that I seen celebrities speak up, speak out to support some regular, everyday, average Joe folks for something as sinister as that. I was like, yeah, they asked them fucking Bob. They know exactly what went on back there in them woods. But them damn boy come up missing. Dead, found butt naked in the river and shit. That shit happened here. This shit been going on for a long time. And get covered up and get covered up. But now it's like they force this shit upon you. They force Satanism and devil worship down your fucking throat and everything. And it's like, bitch, if you ain't with it, then you gonna get it. We putting you on the list, bitch. We're targeting you. You next, bitch. Sacrifice. This is what they doing. And then they treat you like you the one that ain't fucking shit. I mean, it's appalling, y'all. These witches and warlocks are fucking everywhere. They're like vultures. Sorcerers and dark priests and dark priestesses and cult members and cult leaders and shit. We went taught this shit in nail school, one nail school you went to. The church didn't talk about them. The schools didn't talk about them. Your families didn't even, nobody warned us of this shit. Now we full damn grown, smack dead in the middle of the fucking world. And these bitches like, just deal with it, bitch. We here. Bitch, back in the day, y'all all would have been burnt at the stake, ho. Or hung. Or ushered to the goddamn guillotine and had your heads chopped off, bitch. Like, this shit is crazy. And then they want to treat us like, bitch, you the one that need to get with the program. We've been sacrificing babies for our gods, and it's okay. Why aren't you doing it? Like, what? That's why they be sitting back looking at this shit like, bitch, like, I'm not the one. That's the fuck unreasonable here. That's losing it the fuck here. This shit is not the fuck okay. Anyway, y'all. Bible look, I hope this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to the situation that y'all are dealing with, or pertaining to a situation that you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tip.diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your baby, sonny. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner. even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in a company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know, and someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. And that's another thing, guys, real quick. It reminds me back years ago, okay? Because I'm supposedly 42 now, but like for the last 12 years, I have known that I was a targeted individual. I was actually being targeted like all my life, like since a child, but I wasn't aware to it until I was like 30. Okay? But I'll never forget. When I first started being targeted, the frequency, I'm already empathic, okay? So they had the frequencies up so high, okay? I was telepathically hearing other people's conversations amongst each other that was not speaking to me. I could just hear their conversations. It was so high. And I'll never forget one time, I don't know, like what was going on exactly, or what I was doing, or what was happening in that exact moment. But I specifically remember what the hell I heard telepathically, and I heard somebody say, "She don't know." Like I was supposed to have already have known something. Okay, because like when I first started going through when I was like first going through my awakening, and I was like, began to embrace my spirit, kept telling me, like when I was going through my awakening, spirit kept saying, I literally like loudly was hearing spirit saying, go back to what you know, go back to what you do best. And I'm sitting up thinking like, what I know, what I do best. Okay, and so the only thing that I could think of that like physically I had been doing all my life was writing. Okay. But I had never expressed like shared my writing with anybody else, like any of the poems. I got whole books and binders upon binders of poems and all kinds of things that I've written, diaries, all kinds of stuff or whatever. A lot of them was destroyed when I was younger. They would be taken and they would be destroyed and stuff like that to hide what I was writing about and different things like that or what have you. But that was the only thing I could think of and spirit was telling me to go back to writing. And then spirit was urging me to put out my writings, like to send it to people. Well, I didn't know I was going to get the backlash that I got. I'm like totally square naive, okay? I didn't know I was going to get the backlash that I got from doing so. But I was literally listening to spirit, okay? And so when spirit was telling me, go back to what you know. Go back to what you do best. So I started back writing, or what have you, and I was embracing my spirituality. There was the first time in life that I ever felt like I belonged and I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. My entire life, I was like completely miserable. I looked around and everybody in life, they like, oh, I want to be such and such when I grow up. There was no profession that I was like, oh, I want to do that. I hated this world. I was literally miserable. There was nothing that I wanted to do. And the only thing that I was naturally drawn to was the arts. Anything artistic was the arts. With every bit of passion or drive or whatever in me, it was artistic in some type of way. But it was like that avenue was blocked from me. And I could sense that even when I was young, before I even had an awakening. So I just ended up just never really being anybody or anything or whatever, because it was like nothing else. I can do hair, but I don't want to do hair for a living. I can cook, but I don't want to cook for a living. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I can do that I'm skilled at, but I didn't want to do for a living. Like some people know, you know how you be like, you got people who you be like, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a police officer, I want to go into the military, everybody knew what they wanted to do, but none of that shit interested me. It's like, no. And the only thing I was naturally drawn to was art stuff. So anyway, So I'm embracing my spirituality. It's like the first time in life I'm like doing something that makes me feel something and feel good, and like I'm supposed to be doing this. I should have been doing this all along type of feeling. And then writing. And then Spirit was forcing me to put out this writing. This is when I felt like after the fact, after the backlash that I got, that I was played by God, but it was obviously all a part of God's plan of every fucking thing. Made my life a living hell, though. I'm like, you could have warned me. You told me everything else, but you didn't tell me they was going to attack me from doing this shit. But you knew. You know what I'm saying? So, I never forget. In the beginning of my awakening, the frequencies were so high. They was like, she don't know. And it was like, and I'm sitting up thinking to myself, I heard it clear as day, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to know? Like, I was supposed to know that I'm a particular person, or I come from a particular place, or it's like I was supposed to know something specifically. They said, she don't know. They didn't tell her. Like, somebody was supposed to tell me something. I was supposed to be told something, taught something, or something that I never fucking was, or what happened. And so, anyway, that just made me think of that, like, just at the end of that reading, because I was sitting up saying, like, nobody ever, like, taught us this shit. Out of all the shit that we learned, you learn from your families, you learn from the churches, you learn from within the communities, you learn in school, and you learn once you go into the workforce, you learn from the shit that is forced upon you by the government. Nobody tells you the shit of life that really fucking matters, that we should really know, that we should really be protecting ourselves from, that we should really be the fuck aware of. We're just not told about it at all. At the fuck all. And you find out by trial and fucking error. And by then, it's too fucking late. Because either one, you're a part of it. Or two, you're a victim of it. And it's bullshit. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick. Till the next time, guys. Peace.